I'm excited to introduce our next speaker. He is head of SAE Nashville. He has taught and created courses at just about every major music school, including Harvard. We are happy to have him speaking tonight. He also sometimes is speaking as a consultant, an expert witness. He's been part of hundreds of music and copyright cases, and is presently a plaintiff's expert witness in two of the most important and historic copyright lawsuits. The effort to free We Shall Overcome, and Woody Guthrie's This Land Is Your Land. He's on the advisory board of the Future of Music Coalition and a member of Leadership Music. Please welcome Dr. E. Micheal Harrington.
It's so great to have friends here. My goodness. Okay, I never do PowerPoint. I've never done PowerPoint with a photograph or music, and boy, have I made up for it tonight. So, let me begin. That's who I am. That's how to reach me. That's my logo. I'm a Pinterest junkie. I was born in Cambridge, Massachusetts, which means, obviously, I must be that. However, Cambridge is that. I grew up there in Framingham. I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. Next day I had this. Oh yeah. I had a piano downstairs in my house and a church organ. By the time I was a freshman in high school, I was making pretty good money. I bought myself a Gibson SG, a lap steel guitar, and a Fender Rhodes. Then I got into classical guitar because I had to get into college. That was those days. And the best thing I did in high school musically was a group called Go to Hell Ice Cream Man. Talk about some things I've done. I've had very bizarre jobs. I wouldn't show it. I worked there. One of the things I did there was that. I was an ice cream man for 3 summers. That makes you very popular. Moved furniture. I was a janitor. Didn't quite look that good. I cleaned Whopper College. And I worked in a pinball arcade, believe it or not, as a bouncer. I chopped down trees in the forest and sold firewood. My favorite job, though, however, is security guard. Unlike her, I was one of these guys. I was always playing guitar. I worked in a lot of politics because I'm from up there. I worked for Father Drinan, Barney Frank, Senator Ted Kennedy. So when I got out of college, I was fortunate to go to the University of Miami. I was 21. I got to teach there. And I lived in this beautiful place, 3 stories, students, and this guy lived there. It's a strange place. Pat Metheny, Bruce Hornsby, and Ray Liotta were all there. And I taught like that. I'm wearing a suit tonight to have a contrast. Then I went to Pittsburgh. I taught at the University of Pittsburgh. I composed a lot, conducted. I wrote a lot of stuff for a celeste, that instrument, because I really loved the owner. It was this guy. Fred Rogers was across the street, so I used his. I sang in Temple Road of Shalom for 2 years and got paid. I studied music composition and music theory with these guys, Messiaen Xenakis, Milton Babbitt, Lucas Foss, and Frank Zappa. I spent 2 years at Ohio State finishing my doctorate and teaching there. Got some job offers. One was in France, one was in Greece. One was with this great man, friend of mine. He did computer art, I did computer music, and we're going to work there. That is the Palace of the King of Morocco. That's in Fez, Morocco. All these great job offers, and look what I chose. I chose no dancing, no drinking, which means I was at Belmont. I was there for 23 years, 15 in music, and 8 years there. That's called business. My friend Bob is here, Nashville Symphony in Belmont. We did 3 cross-country bicycle rides. I sketched them. LA to Nashville twice, Oregon to Nashville. I teach at Berkeley now. I've taught at UAB. That's SAE, where I am now. Done some things there, I'll say about that. One thing that people you meet in life who can, you're fortunate. One was Maggie Lang. She's a great lawyer and a manager. She manages Branford Marsalis, Harry Connick, Josh Redman, wow. And she asked me to speak to the Boston Bar one day. Mind you, I'd never taken a law class. I was perfectly stupid. But I spoke in that room, and there was a guy from that place. I was like, oh my God. So that led to Harvard connections. That's my friend, Brian Price, the professor there. April 20th, I got a great break. I was in Beverly Hills this year speaking on that panel. One of the guys on it was Mark Rifkin, and Mark is the one who freed Happy Birthday. And he's now hired me to go after We Shall Overcome, and This Land Is Your Land. And also on the panel, sitting next to me was Howard King, who's been everyone's attorney, right now for Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke in the appeal, and I'll be working with him. So the second thing I want to talk about is two recent lawsuits I was able to kill. I have a passion about stopping dumb copyright infringement lawsuits. The Robin Thicke shouldn't have happened. So, and they're involving these notes. And dum, bum, bum, bum. That's 8, flat 7, flat 6, flat 5. And here's an example of it. Have you heard? 6, 5. Same notes.
Oh, some of these niggas are so contraceptive.
I speed him up just a little bit. No more of that. And Debussy used those notes. There they are. He does them a few more times. Moving on. Mozart, who copied from Alan Jackson. Understand that? Yeah, that. T-Bone Walker. A different T-Bone, I know. There's more than that. 6'5", Micheal. Four taps. I have to come back. And from the Dominican Republic, 7, 6, 5.
Since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down the track, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That kept nothing like him.
And then 8, 5, 7, 6. And now someone's going to sing it for you.
Hey, the sugar baby, saw you twice at the pub show.
I should call you up, invest a dime.
Is Mark here?
Say you belong to me, it's my mind. Imagine how the world is so very fine, so happy together. Go high, go high, go high, go You know,
Say notes.
if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back up.
Wrong spot. That's it. And then from Cuba, if you can read. Sick Dale, one of my people. hope I made a point about those. I've got hundreds more, but moving on to da 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 dum 3 4 3 2 1.
When I'm walking beside her,
The sun steals from me.
ever since you've been leaving me, quit playing games with my heart.
Ted Goldman.
I swear for everybody.
It all goes back to Gene Autry.
I'm back in the saddle again.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Wide open spaces.
Isn't she lovely? Girl, all the people that you see.
This movie. Right here, this part. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. Colin Ray.
Angel of no mercy.
Marvin Gaye.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
Point out, I never hit her head. That was that. Here's Elvis Costello.
She lives on Bond Street. She spills with you.
Copies from herself, same pitches.
An everlasting
They're from Australia.
Her smile can bring you.
I don't know their names, I was guessing. Let's see. Yeah, some of them. And then Neil Young. Does it a few more times. Then Brazil. 2 more times. So I was fortunate in both cases, people agreed with me and they didn't file lawsuits. So my things I do that are unusual are these 4 combined. Is kind of strange. Yeah, I turned down work. Imagine that. So I think this might be true. Caused enough trouble. It's time for me to have a drink. And I'm love to talk to anyone and have happy hour and Facebook and all that stuff. So thank you very much.
We've got time for one question. One question for Dr. Harrington. I could talk to him for hours. That was fascinating. One question? All right, going once, twice?
I got one. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
belt it out.
Give us one example of actual ripping off of a melody in music. When did it really happen one time?
Oh, okay. It's what I was involved in. I do work for plaintiffs. We sued 50 Cent in the game. This is how we do. That one. That rhythm makes no damn sense. The downbeat's on how. This is how we do. Only one other person does that, and that's the plaintiff, this guy named Lesson. It took 9, almost 10 years, and we did well. But that's one. You know, the rhythm made no sense, and it was the same tempo, which means I think you had headphones on. And I could go on and on for others, but.
All right, Dr. E. Micheal Harrington.